A low-pressure pilot can be used in a control valve package to control pressure ranges spanning from a few ounces to 20 psi-G. Common low-pressure regulation applications include vapor pressure regulation on storage tanks, compressor bypass control for gas recirculation, and low-pressure head regulation on flash separators. Regular maintenance should be done at least every 12 months, which may increase or decrease over time depending on changing application environments. In this video, we'll be using an RWO Kimray repair kit on an AHK-20. This is an indirect acting pilot. For direct acting models and vacuum models, you'll use the RWN repair kit. For this repair, you'll need the following tools, components, and chemicals. The pilot will first need to be separated from the package. Disconnect the tubing and use a 9/16 and 11/16 wrench to remove the bracket from the control valve. Take note where the mounting bracket is for future assembly. Securely mount the pilot in a vise with the filter body. Before disassembly, draw a line down the pilot to make alignment easier during assembly. Use a 5/16 wrench to unthread and remove the adjusting screw and nut. Remove the 6 bonnet screws with a 3/16 hex wrench. Then remove the bonnet. Remove the spring and spring plate. The 12/16 gasket will either be in the recessed bore of the upper pilot housing or on the bottom face of the bonnet that was previously removed. Use a pick or small flathead screwdriver to remove and discard the 12/16 gasket. Next, remove the diaphragm nut with a 1-inch socket and ratchet. An adjustable wrench can be used if a 1-inch socket is not available. Use a pick to remove and discard the 265 O-ring from the diaphragm stem. Use a 9/16 and 11/16 wrench to remove the upper pilot housing bolts and nuts. Remove the upper pilot housing. If stuck, use a rubber mallet to tap the upper housing to help loosen it. Then remove the upper diaphragm plate. Remove and discard the 12/12 diaphragm. Then remove the lower diaphragm plate. Use a 9/16 socket wrench and 11/16 wrench on the nuts to loosen the 4 bolts on the lower pilot housing. Keep the bolts but discard the 242 gaskets. Carefully lift the lower housing and attached components off the pilot base and set it aside. We will finish disassembly on this later. Next, remove and discard the 566 spring from the pilot seat. Use a 9/16 socket to remove the 565 pilot seat. Discard the 565 pilot seat and the attached 118 gasket. Discard the 112 pilot plug. Remove and discard the 1360 conical pilot spring. Unclamp the vise and place the filter in the vise so that the cap is facing up. You can clamp on the hex face of the 699 MPT plug, but be careful that the vise jaw on the other side is not clamping on the MPT port of the filter body. Remove the filter cap with an adjustable wrench or a 1 1/4 inch socket and ratchet. Use a pick to remove and discard the 155 O-ring from the filter cap. Remove and discard the 6 filter screens from the filter body. This can be done with a pick, small flathead screwdriver, or needle nose pliers. Remove the base assembly from the vise and replace it with the lower pilot housing assembly vertically. Use an adjustable wrench to grip the hex face of the diaphragm stem. On the other side of the lower pilot housing, grip on the 113 pilot seat with a 9/16 socket. Loosen the diaphragm stem from the pilot seat and set it aside. Discard the 113 pilot seat and the attached 110 diaphragm. Install the 110 diaphragm on the 113 pilot seat. Position the pilot seat on the bottom side of the lower pilot housing. On the other side of the lower pilot housing, hand start the diaphragm stem onto the 113 pilot seat. Tighten the pilot seat with a 9/16" socket and adjustable wrench. Do not over tighten. If using a torque driver, torque to 15 inch-pounds. Remove the lower pilot housing and place the base assembly in the vise. Position the filter so the cap is facing up. Install the 6 filter screens into the filter using needle nose pliers, a flathead screwdriver, or a pick. Install the 155 O-ring onto the filter cap. Thread the filter cap onto the filter body and then apply oil to the O-ring on the filter cap before fully tightening with an adjustable wrench. Reorient the base assembly in the vise to clamp onto the top and bottom of the filter body. Insert the 1360 pilot spring into the base center bore, wide end down. Install the 118 gasket onto the 565 pilot seat. Insert the small ball end of the 112 pilot plug through the 565 pilot seat. Holding the small end of the 112 pilot plug, hand start the 565 pilot seat into the base. Tighten the pilot seat in place with a 9/16" socket, but do not over tighten. If using a torque driver, torque to 15 inch-pounds. Place the 566 spring on top of the 565 pilot seat. Place the lower pilot housing assembly onto the base assembly. Be sure to align the pilot seat to the booster spring. Align the holes of the lower pilot housing with the bolt holes in the base assembly. Attach the 242 gaskets on the bolts with the flat side facing the bolt head. Note that these 4 bolts are longer than the bolts for the upper pilot housing. Insert the 4 bolts and gaskets through the lower pilot housing and install a nut onto each one, tightening with a 9/16" socket and 11/16" wrench to 20 foot-pounds of torque. Next, install the lower diaphragm plate. Place the 1212 diaphragm on top, followed by the upper diaphragm plate. Install the upper pilot housing on top and insert the bolts through the holes. Also, install the mounting bracket during this time. Install the nuts on the bottom of the bolts and tighten with a 9/16" socket and 11/16" wrench to 25 to 30 foot-pounds. Install the 265 O-ring onto the diaphragm stem. Then apply grease to the O-ring. Thread the diaphragm nut onto the stem by hand, then fully tighten it with a torque wrench and 1-inch socket to 60 to 70 inch-pounds. Apply grease to the face of the upper pilot housing where the bonnet will set. Install the 1216 gasket. Then apply grease to the top of the gasket as well. Apply grease to the top of the diaphragm nut. Install the spring and spring plate on top of the diaphragm nut. Add grease to the top of the spring plate pivot. Place the bonnet on the upper pilot housing assembly. Hand start the bonnet bolts and then fully tighten with a 3/16" hex wrench or socket. Kimray recommends tightening it to 15 foot-pounds. Add grease to the threads of the adjusting screw and then install it into the bonnet with a 5/16" wrench. That completes the repair. For any questions about this process or repair kits, reach out to Kimray Support.